There is a quiet, unspoken frustration that almost every man feels at some point in a relationship. It usually hits you late at night or right after a disagreement. You provide, you protect, you show up, you fix the things that are broken, you listen to her vent about her day, and you try your hardest to be the rock she needs. But sometimes, you look at her and wonder, does she even notice? Does she actually value me, or am I just here? If you have ever felt unappreciated, invisible, or easily replaceable in a woman's eyes, I need you to listen to me very carefully today. Because the way a woman calculates your value is fundamentally different from the way you do. And chances are, you matter to her a lot more than you realize. You are just looking for the wrong signs. Welcome back. Today we are diving into the subconscious ways women process attachment, safety, and value. Let's start with the biggest disconnect between male and female psychology when it comes to appreciation. As a man, you are wired for direct, action-based validation. If you build a shelf, you want someone to say, "Great job on that shelf." You show love through utility, and you expect to be validated for your utility. But female psychology doesn't always operate on direct utility. A woman's deepest attachment to a man is built on a feeling of emotional infrastructure. To her, your highest value isn't necessarily in the things you do. It is in the environment of safety you create just by being there. Because of this, her signs of deep attachment are often invisible to you. In fact, sometimes her signs of attachment look exactly like the things that annoy you the most. Let me give you a perfect example. Has she ever come home from work completely exhausted and immediately started complaining to you about her boss, her friends, or a problem she is facing? And no matter how many logical solutions you offer her, she just keeps venting? I know how frustrating that is for a man. You think she is rejecting your help, or that she is just bringing toxic energy into your peace. But from a psychological standpoint, this is actually one of the highest compliments she can give you. Women spend all day wearing armor. They are constantly modulating their emotions, trying to be professional, polite, and put together for the world. If she comes home and drops her armor with you, if she allows herself to be messy, frustrated, and entirely unpolished in your presence, it means you are her safe harbor. She isn't looking for you to fix the problem. She is subconsciously anchoring herself to your emotional stability so she can regulate her own nervous system. You think she is complaining, but psychologically, she is saying, "You are the only person in the world I feel safe enough to fall apart in front of." Here is another massive sign that you matter to her more than you realize: the way she fights with you. Now, I am not talking about toxic abuse or the trauma bonding we discussed in the last episode. I am talking about normal relationship friction. When a woman brings up an issue, or when she seems overly critical about a minor detail, male psychology often interprets this as disrespect or a lack of appreciation. You think, I do all these great things, and she's focusing on this one tiny mistake? But in healthy female psychology, a woman only fights for a relationship she still believes in. When she brings up an issue, she is practically begging to bridge the gap between you two. The moment you should actually be terrified is not when she is arguing with you. The moment you should be terrified is when she goes completely silent. When a woman stops complaining, stops explaining how she feels, and stops asking for things to change, it does not mean you have finally achieved peace. It means she has subconsciously started grieving the end of the relationship. Her silence is the sound of her disconnecting. Her friction, as annoying as it can be, is proof that she still views you as the center of her world. You are the emotional gravity in her life. The way you handle a crisis, the calm demeanor you keep when things get chaotic, the physical warmth of you just being in the same room. These are things that don't come with a trophy or a daily thank you, but they are the exact things she builds her entire sense of security around. Men often drastically underestimate their own importance. You think you are easily replaceable because society tells you that men are disposable. You are not. If you are a man of character, a man who holds his frame, and a man who provides a baseline of emotional safety. You are a rarity. You are the anchor. And even if she doesn't have the words to say it every day, her subconscious mind knows exactly how much she needs you. Step into that power. Stop looking for a pat on the back and start recognizing the quiet, profound ways she leans on your strength. You matter more than you know. If this episode helped shift your perspective today, make sure to hit subscribe. We decode the hidden truths of relationships and female psychology every single week, and you won't want to miss what we are covering next. Stay strong, gentlemen, and I will see you in the next one.